My play is called Apartment 416. It has 5 characters, 3 girls, Jo, Kate, and Julie, and their roommates. And they're friends. They're really, really good friends. And I guess there's something really nice about being able to be completely vulnerable with another person. So I started this play with 5 short 10-minute plays. And I sent it to Gino, and he said, pick one and go with it. And so I picked the go fish scene, because I think that was the most, there was something there that I was trying to get to. So I picked that, and at first it was going to be about just Julie and Greg, but then the other people came in, and I was talking to someone about, I guess maybe my generation, people my age who are graduating college, and how we're so, again, it's that confusion. I mean, there's no longer this cookie cutter. You grow up, you go to college, you get a job, everything's just kind of messed. Mess is not a good word. It's this nebulous thing that we have to navigate constantly, and no one's really there to help us. We have our family, we have our friends, but really we're all alone, and we really have to find something. So that's where it came from. It's about struggle, not just with other people, but struggle with ourselves and finding out who we are and being okay with that. I decided very early on that I wasn't going to be very involved with the process. I wrote it, and it's up to the director and their vision. So I don't know. I'm excited to see it tomorrow. It's the first time I'm going to see it in its entirety, so I'm really excited. Nervous, but excited. And I guess I was more involved the first time, and maybe I've learned from that experience that I don't want to be as involved with that process, I think. Yeah. Directing a play at the same time that one of your plays is going up is very different than just directing a play, period, I think. Because everything is influencing everything else. I mean, it's such a tight-knit community. We all know each other. We're all in each other's faces all of the time. So I've been trying my best to detach that and just approach it from, this is their world, these are these characters, this is Claire's voice, vision, idea that she's trying to create, and I'm trying my best to help facilitate that. So it's been a very different process than writing something and completely just giving it up to someone else. I'm living with this. I'm living more with Claire's piece than I am with my own. All the time. It's in my head all the time, and I can't escape it. Yeah. My favorite moment has to be the Go Fish scene when they're playing the cards. Yeah. There's, it's funny because when I was writing that scene, I wasn't really thinking of anything that had to do with the scene. I was thinking about my dad, actually, because my dad taught me that game, and everything I write about has some kind of connection to my father. And of course, my own personal life with distance and long-distance relationships, and the coming and going of people in your life, and then the choice to not deal with any of that, and to focus on something entirely, distractions all the time, to not deal with that. But once it comes to a point when you have to, what are you going to do? And so I think that scene really plays with that back and forth of not saying what you're thinking and trying to escape the frustration or the sadness or the anger, So yeah, it's one of my favorite scenes. We all have our tragedies, and so the ability to be able to look at that, acknowledge that, and be okay with it is really important, and to not get caught up in the bad and the oh my God, what is going on? Yeah, I mean, I was in a really weird place when I was writing this play, and so after a while, I was just like, I can't, you know, like you can't live in this world all the time. You have to be able to look out and know that you're around people who make it okay for you. Yeah, so being able to laugh at our sadness, I think, is something I want them to take away from the play.